Hey, listen, I'm so excited about this show. If you don't want your life to change, please click to another video. Just go ahead, click. I understand. This is a video for people who are just sick and tired, and they are really ready to make a change. And then you might be in the change and you are a little stuck, right? Because most people think they need more work and to work out even more, sleep harder when they sleep. Have you ever just gone and say, look here, I'm going to bed tonight, right? Or you want to try another supplement. That's what I want to address. But you're exhausted because you're fixing the wrong thing first. Hi, everybody. My name is G Brown, G Brown, the lifestyle changer. I am a certified nutritionist, and this is the walk that I am doing in my life. I have some befores. Let me see where we at over here. I got before, because Rob popped that before me. If you can find one of me, because I want you to see that as I'm speaking to you, this has to do with where I've come from, and that was not my largest, but that's good right there, Robin. That's not my largest, but I was very comfortable at that picture. I really was, because clothes was bigger and you can find stuff, and my little shoulder was out, and I just thought some things were going on. I am finding that I am not being restored. So by saying that, I think I'm fixing the wrong thing first. So if I try sleep, food, and movement, because everybody, if you don't know, for over a year now, I do 15,000 steps a day. That is like me doing a 10K run every day, but I ain't running. So a 10K walk. So that's what that's like, right? If I had to rank those three things, right? Food, sleep, and movement, I would rank them sleep, food, and movement.
All right.
Why am I putting sleep first? Okay. I need for you to know, because see, a lot of times you close your eyes and think you are sleeping, but you're actually unconscious. Might as well have been put under anesthesia. Understand, most of the work for your body takes place when you are asleep. But this is what happens. This I'm actually going off script right now, because I just had this conversation with someone where I am trying to explain how important sleep is. At that moment, your body is supposed to be rested, relaxed, and deep. And then here, your brain is signaling everything. Okay, repair this, repair that, repair this. But you to put in the wrong thing. So here we talk about insulin resistance. All this stuff is going on, and your body is like, man, store that over there, store that over there. We can't even get to repair those swollen ankles. I can't help her with that shoulder. I can't help her with the arthritis. I can't help her with this, that, and the other, because it is hung up in the wrong stuff that you've put in. And a lot of times it never even gets to the repair stage. Come on, sister girl, let me ask you something. And this might be a little uncomfortable. What if the reason you're tired, sore, not sleeping, and not losing weight, I'm going to say that again, and not losing weight, isn't because you're lazy, undisciplined, or getting older? Oh, you know, the older you get, them bones, that stuff just don't work anymore. Well, tonight, Robin and I are breaking down food, sleep, and working out, and why doing them in the wrong order keeps women stuck, inflamed, and frustrated. So, Robin, let's start off where everything actually begins, with the food. Everyone tells us to eat better, move more, and get some sleep. But nobody tells us which one actually should come first. Go ahead, baby.
All right. Hey, y'all. My name is Robin Heron. I am also certified in nutrition, and I'm also your carnivorous grandma. Welcome back to Hey Sister Girl. We're so glad that you are here with us tonight. We want you to take a moment and just tell us where you're watching from down in the chat. We want to hear from you tonight. This is an amazing set of topics, and so we want to hear from you. What are you guys thinking about this conversation? So let us know where you're watching from. So let us start where everything actually begins, and that is with the food, y'all. It's the food, it's the food, it's the food. We've been saying that for what? 2 years. We've been saying that for 2 years, right? So most of us have been taught to think about food like gasoline. Like, put it in your car, you burn it off, and then you repeat, you go back to the gas station, fill up again, and repeat, right? So biologically, that is not how the human body works. Food is not fuel like gas, but what food is information, right? So every single bite that we take sends instructions to the body, telling our hormones what they're supposed to be doing, right? So it tells insulin whether to rise or fall. It tells your nervous system whether you're safe or whether you are under threat. And that matters more than calories ever will. I just want to say that calories are a construct. Our body does not work like a combustion engine, right? And so I think that we understand that. When people are saying, I'm doing all the right things, right? But I still feel inflamed. I still feel tired. I'm still stuck. I'm not losing weight, just like what G was just saying. It's usually not because they're lazy or undisciplined. I don't know if you're like me and did all the diets, but I was a heck of a dieter. I did them all and always ended up back in the same place. It wasn't because I was lazy, because I was Ty Bowen. I was doing those 30-day challenges, kickboxing and Shalene Johnson and all of those. I was doing all that stuff. It wasn't because I was lazy or undisciplined. But what it is that our bodies are getting mixed signals, right? They're getting mixed messages all day long. So we're going to think of it like this. Ultra processed food is like spam email. You think about this. When you get the spam email that just keeps sending you this junk all day long and your inbox gets filled up, it is loud, it's annoying, it's confusing, and it's constant. So when we're continuing to incorporate ultra processed food into our diets, we're spamming our bodies with misinformation. Our bodies cannot tell what's important and what's dangerous, and so it constantly stays on high alert. Where on the other hand, real food sends clear instructions. It tells those hormones how to react appropriately, right? It has simple signals, and the body knows what to do with that. So here's where most people get stuck. They're told if they want to lose weight or feel better, they need to eat less. We have found that that is absolutely incorrect. I definitely am not eating less. But when you cut calories, especially while still eating inflammatory, insulin spiking foods, the body does not hear burn fat. Okay. It does not hear burn fat. It hears food is scarce, danger is near, and responds appropriately. So the response is that it's going to slow down your metabolism, raise your cortisol, and cortisol is our stress hormone. So we're all constantly in this fight and flight mode, right? With cortisol. Your body will hold on to the fat. It will burn your muscle. And we're going to talk about exercise in a little while, lowering thyroid output and increasing hunger and cravings. So then on top of that, we want to add, on top of all of this crazy ultra processed food, we want to add in a little bit of sugar, a lot of bit of sugar, carbohydrates, and then put some seed oils on top of that, right? So what's happening? Our insulin's still spiking, our inflammation remains high, our blood sugar swings continue to get worse and worse. And then what happens to our sleep? Our sleep starts to fall apart. and all of a sudden we're not sleeping well. So instead of getting fat loss or the desired things that we wanted, you get stress, stalls, and rebounds. So let me say this clearly. Eating less of the wrong food will not heal your body. Okay. So eating less of it, less of that packaged processed food, too much sugar and seed oil is not going to allow your body to heal. It teaches the body to protect itself. So that's why so many women and men are exhausted, inflamed, and frustrated, even when they're doing everything right. Doing everything right. Okay. The body. So from a carnivore perspective, so we're carnivores, y'all know that. When you remove sugars, industrial seed oils, and hard to digest foods. So when we talk about hard to digest foods, we're talking about those doggone whole grains. Our body are not designed to digest that. We reduce the noise. The body finally hears a clear signal. Our inflammation is allowed to drop, our blood sugar can stabilize, and the hormones calm down and regulate. When that happens, your body can finally get out of survival mode and into healing mode, which is what we want. So people aren't overwhelmed because they're weak. They are overwhelmed because they've been taught to fix exhaustion with more effort. Think about that. How much sense does that make, right? You can't fix exhaustion with more effort instead of better biology. We really need to focus on the food, and we're going to talk about the other things as well. We've been taught to do more. Yeah, do more instead of recover better. So G, food is the instruction manual. If that is so, tell us why sleep falls apart when the food is wrong.
This is the part I'm excited about. So this, look, Scooty and y'all, look, I'm like, oh, come on, let me tell you, because this is what I'm actively doing. This is why I said some of it at the beginning of the show. So before I even get into the segment, let me tell you about me. I'm the one. So my husband and I, we have chairs at the foot of the bed, and he wants to sit and watch the movie. I'll sit there for a while. I find myself leaning this way, and then I got my feet up, and I'll look at him and say, look, I'm going to lay in the bed. I want to watch from the bed. So I'll get in the bed, have my little pillows. I've done that for so many years of my life. Let me tell you what I train my body to do. To think and function in a laying down position. So because of that, this brain is just always thinking in a laying down position. So when I am supposed to be asleep, all of a sudden at 2:43, that's what I do. Racing thoughts. I start thinking, did I do this? Did I do that? Because my body knows in this position, keep going, keep going, keep going. How crazy is that? So let me call. Sleep isn't just laying down, y'all. Okay? Sleep is supposed to be the recovery mode for your body. If we cut out all the noise, I need you to connect this. I hope I'm saying it right. If I'm not, however you are understanding, put it in the comment. And it's like, gee, are you saying it like this? This is what I'm understanding. Or you got it and you have a better way of saying it. Baby, put it in there and let me know. Okay? Because the way that I see this, when you close your eyes and you drift off, there are different levels of sleep that you should fall into. One of them is a repair mode. And that's what I was talking about at the beginning of this episode of repairing your body. So have you lifted weights and really didn't develop muscle? Not like that person over there. Wonder why. Your building doesn't take place at the gym. It takes place when you sleep. That's what I'm finding out, y'all. Okay. Everything. Come on. Clock it. Click, 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 click. Clock it. I'm telling you, that's when it happens. And you don't understand that that's when it's happening because people cut sleep short. I'm not taking a nap. You think you done did something because you bragged to me, all I need is 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Baby, your body's not repairing itself. It's not doing any of that. Sleep. Okay, watch this. There's an overnight repair crew. That's what happens. Inflammation is the burglar alarm going off all night in your body. Inflammation. And now the repair crew is there. But if you especially do sugar before bed, oop, how many times, G, go ahead and tell the people how many times you sat down and thought of them Lay's potato chips in there. You ain't even like Lay's potato chips, the plain especially. But now all of a sudden you addicted to it. And he made a commercial. You just can't eat one. And you laying there, you say, oh, maybe I could put some sour cream dip on it, or some that onion one I would mix together. But baby, my favorite one, and look, and I actually just almost had slob to drip out just thinking back in the past. I ain't lying. And put my red hot, I would get them chips and then put that red hot sauce on there and just crunch, 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 crunch. That would be me. Or you done thought about that last little piece of cake, because you know what? If I don't get it tonight, I know so-and-so going to eat it by in the morning. So I'm going to be the first one that get it. So sugar before you go to bed is like sending that crew home early. So remember I said there's an overnight repair crew. That inflammation that you have, we're calling it inflammation. The stiffness, all of that, you are inflamed. If I said it to you like this, when you eat foods that you were not designed to eat, your body literally has an allergic reaction. And the way that you see it is all them extra rolls on you and all of the fat and all of that. That is actually an allergic reaction to what you have eaten. So why do people wake up tired? Your blood sugar then dropped overnight. Why? Because you done put all that sugar in it. And it's just like in the daytime, when you turn around, eat the oatmeal, the breakfast donut, swing by and get a cheese Danish with the coffee. I ain't never seen who turn around and get you got sugar in the thing, then you turn around, put all the whipped cream on it, and then put some chocolate and then some caramel over it. What did you do to your body this morning? Huh? So eventually that spike has to drop. So about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Ooh, what time is lunch? You don't need no lunch. But yeah, you do. Because now all of a sudden that insulin, that you having that sugar drop, your cortisol spikes. I stopped saying, okay, y'all better stop for you raise my pressure. Now I'm saying you better stop for you raise my cortisol. That's my new phrase. Your heart rate will start increasing and your brain never fully powers down. It can't even get into the building and repairing stage. So if you weren't resting, you were actually unconscious. I told you that. That's you laying there unconscious. Nothing, no repairs were being done. None of that. Your body was busy putting out fires. Can't even get to the repair part yet. Oh my God, we got to still do this. We still got to do this. And then all of a sudden they just tired. Think of your brain like the night shift crew. Come on. All right. The night shift crew in a city. All day, your body directing traffic, responding to emergencies, keeping everything running, and you made it through the day. So think about it. Every time you done got up and them ankles was hurting, every time you got up, that back got stiff, every time you tried to, shoot, I can't do that. So-and-so, can you come open the jar? That's what I'm talking about when I say your body is responding to emergencies, okay? Sleep is when the roads finally close so the crew can repair the damage, clean up the debris, and reset the system. But when you eat the wrong foods, okay, sugar, processed carbs, inflammatory oils, it's like setting off alarms all night. The crew never gets to work because they're too busy putting out the fires. So you wake up tired, not because you didn't sleep, but because your brain never got the chance to repair. Food and sleep is a connection. Stable blood sugar, you get a deeper sleep. Fat and protein calms the nervous system, right? Less nighttime cortisol. So if if the food sets the foundation and sleep is the repair, why do people struggle when they work out or just move? Tell me, Robin, why do they do that?
Well, this is really where a lot of people get frustrated. And honestly, we get blamed for this problem, right? We'll get called lazy, or we get called overeaters, etc. Right? We are told that if something isn't working, we just need to move more, right? We really need to move more. We need to push harder. We need to add another workout. The hard truth, though, is that exercise is a controlled stress. When you get exercising, it is going to raise your cortisol. It's like, to think about our ancestors out there in the wilderness. They didn't run unless they was running from something or running after something, right?
Right.
So they was not just
running around the track, not running on the treadmill. No, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Yeah. So exercise in and of itself is not a healing tool. Okay. When you work out, the body experiences stress on purpose. We are purposely putting our body under stress. Our cortisol goes up, our inflammation temporarily increases, muscle tissue also gets broken down. It's not a problem, though, if the body has the resources to adapt, right? So here's the problem. We don't have the resources because we're not getting into adaptation because we're eating all the wrong foods, as I just said, right? Adaptation is where the benefit happens. So if we don't have adaptation, we don't get any progress. So let's think of this like a bank account, right? Food and sleep are your deposits, and exercise is a withdrawal. When nutrition is poor and sleep is broken, you are already overdrawn. You're overdrafted. And every workout just adds those additional overdraft fees. So that's when we say, I work out all the time, but nothing changes. I always think about G with this because she says, I joined a gym for 6 months. I went to the gym every day and I lost, 10 pounds, was it?
10 pounds, girl.
10
pounds. Tell her right. No, I joined the gym for the whole year. I went 6 months straight, 7 days a week. Didn't matter if it was a holiday, did not matter. Thanksgiving, I remember being in the gym at 4 a.m. because y'all said this is what I needed to do to get my body right.
That's right.
10 pounds in 6 months.
I tell you. I mean, I think that give us a thumbs up if you if this is resonating with you. You joined the gym and you went. It wasn't your consistency that was the problem. There was something else going on there, right?
No, wait, Robbie. Here's the one. Here's the one. Go ahead and put in the comments those that have gym memberships and ain't been. And still paying.
Do I have time to put that in the comments? Because no, I just told my husband to cancel mine.
See?
All right. So, we say that we work out all the time, but nothing changes, or you're gaining weight while doing all the right things. You're sore all the time. You can't sleep and you waking up exhausted. I just want to give my example here because I always say this and I need to stop speaking this over myself about my sleep being trash. But just incorporating a couple of little tweaks, and I'm already starting to see some amazing changes in my sleep quality, the length of time that I'm able to sleep, the amount of restorative sleep that I'm able to get. So just some very, very small changes have made already a big difference. So if you're waking up exhausted, there's something else going on there. First of all, are you eating a low inflammatory diet, right? Are you getting good quality sleep? So what's actually happening to you is this: your cortisol is already high. Your inflammation is already present. Blood sugar may be unstable, and the body is going to protect itself by holding on to the fat. It's not going to allow you to release fat. When your cortisol is high, when your insulin is high, when your glucose is high, your body will not release fat, right? It will hold on to the fat. It'll go ahead and break down the muscle and slow your metabolism. So let me say this clearly. You do not burn fat in the gym. Did y'all know that? You do not burn fat in the gym. Where do you burn fat? You burn fat when your hormones allow you to burn fat.
Robin, that right there, we can stop the show at this moment. I hope people are putting these points together, because I'm super excited about this show, because our group in Marco Polo, off of here, and even in our Hey Sister Girl, this is what we're talking about now in 2026, because we got the food down, we're doing some movement, but we're not finding everything. Like we have some stalls, you have these different things. And I love that you just said you do not burn fat at the gym. That's why women most of the time say he could just think about losing weight, drop 10 pounds. Somebody in an airplane can eat a donut and I gained 10 pounds. we say that because your hormones that are out of whack, it's like, no ma'am, no ma'am, I don't care. Come on, talk to it like you talk to your kids. Your body is telling you, I don't care how long you do that, how long you whine, how long you beg. I'm not letting you lose weight because you're not doing it right. Go ahead, Robin. I'm sorry.
I just want to, I was thinking about what you said about this road crew, right? Think about what happens when the road gets so much damage. They got to shut the whole thing down. That's you laying in the bed, sick. You got to shut down so that the body can repair itself, right? So, yeah, I was just thinking about how they like at nighttime, those road crews are out there working and fixing the road while we are, in our beds sleeping. They done redirected us all around this big, construction zone. We got a construction zone going on at night working on us. So order does matter, because exercise is not going to fix your hormonal problem. It will not fix your hormonal problem, right? So here's the order. The correct biological order is that
y'all listen. She finna give you the order. Go ahead, Robin.
We need to eat to lower inflammation and stabilize our insulin. What does that look like? We talk about it every week on here. You don't need to be eating the processed foods, right? Carbohydrates, you're eating way too many of those. And then you need to be eating the fat and eating some meat. That's an anti-inflammatory way of eating. Leave those whole grains alone. You don't need them. All right. Eat to lower inflammation and stabilize insulin. Second is sleep to repair the nervous system and hormones, and all of your bodily functions get repair through the night. Just like we talked, like the road crew coming through at night to clean up and fix up and make sure that we can get through during the day. And then third, we're going to move and build strength and resilience. So when we reverse the order and we put the exercise first, right? Exercise becomes a punishment instead of progress. We're doing all this exercise for 6 months and not losing no weight. We're not getting the expected result. And for a lot of women, it's not that the workouts just don't work. It's that their bodies are already under too much stress to benefit from the workout. So G, tell us, what does this actually look like for real women and not athletes?
Before I get to my part, I just need the people, because if you click off now, at least take these things with you. The purpose of this show is for you to eat to lower your inflammation, whatever that looks like to you. In other words, get your body in position to want to lose weight. Because if you're stressing it, it's going to hold on to it. You're worried about the pounds. You're worried about these different things. You're worried about the wrong thing. Sleep is going to repair. You don't get good quality sleep, you were unconscious for the night, because you waking up right in that same jacked up position before you went to bed, and sometimes even worse. Once you handle those two, then you can go ahead and go for a walk. That's really how simple. So let me go. The truth bomb is this: women are told to eat less, move more, sleep later. Think about it. You get them kids to bed at 7 o'clock, no later than 8, 8:30 maybe for the older ones. That's when you turn around, clean the house, take care of all the things around, pack lunches, make sure the kids got the school clothes. And before you know it, it's 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. Then you're going to bed, but who gonna get the kids up? You. So that means you the last one to go to bed and the first one to get up. Baby, you was unconscious. There was no repairing. There was none of that. There was just alarm systems. There was all of those things going on because you put sleep off later because you feel that when your eyes were closed, you weren't being productive. You weren't cleaning the house. You still had things to do. I don't have time to sleep. That's what we all tell ourselves. That's the time that your hormones are ignored when you are doing that. We feel broken. We feel unaccomplished because we have chronic cortisol. Two things that you've been hearing a lot about lately in I say the YouTube world, wherever it is that you're scrolling, you hear insulin resistance and you're hearing a lot about cortisol. Those are two things that we don't normally, those aren't words that we throw around. It's like, what's insulin? So when you hear insulin resistance, you feel, well, I ain't got that. So you don't think that that's you, right? I need to say it like this. Sis, you're not failing. You're not. The advice has failed you. Your body is responding appropriately to stress. You think, no, I'm not really stressed. I keep trying to tell people what you are seeing on the outside is not being reflected on the inside. You know, this is an apple on the outside. When you eat it, your body says it's sugar. You know, this is bread on the outside. When you took it in, your body is processing it just like sugar, but this one even has glue inside of it. So there's another added to it that it has to process. And at some point, it's like, man, store that over there. Store that over there. What the storage look like? It looked like 2-3 arms. You ain't seen your elbows in days. You don't even have kneecaps, and you ain't seen an ankle. That's what that looks like. And you and so what is it that they do? They give you compression socks. They give you a bra that's higher up in the back because people turn around and tell me, look, no back fat. It's just pressed in. The back fat is still there. Your body, I'm going to say it again, is responding to appropriate stress. That's it. So right. What does carnivore do for you? It simplifies the food. Y'all, I got to say this one fast. She might even be watching the show. If she is, she know who she is. Mwah. We pulled up in port. Y'all know I'm on the ship, right? That's not my house. We pulled up in a port. Ship was next to us. I had a friend girl that's on that ship. She had put out and said, I started carnivore. And okay, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. When most of y'all say that, you know what that says to me? I've increased my meat. Y'all not really doing carnivore. You eating chicken with barbecue sauce. You eating chicken that's breaded. You're still eating nuggets. You're doing little things like that. We have someone in our group that calls it BLTs. You're still doing bites, taste, and licks. And I added a little S on it because you're still squirting stuff around, squirting that ketchup, squirting that mayo, squirting the sweetener in your drink. You're still doing that. Stop it. We need to simplify the food, stabilize the blood sugar, improve the sleep.
Yes.
Listen. Food. Now, I'm going to reach everybody, okay? I'm a grown adult, so hear what I'm saying. Food is the foreplay to sleep. You want some good sleep? Then put in the right food, put in some good food. The food is the foreplay. So that means throughout the day, when you're looking at what you are putting in the nutrients to get quality sleep, to repair the body, to make the hourglass for the movement. Hear what it is that I'm saying. Did y'all see how inside? You ought to see how I've been robbing about this dang on topic right here. I've been talking about it all week. I could not wait to this show tonight.
She really
Food,
couldn't, Josh. She really couldn't.
Foreplay, y'all. Foreplay. Y'all know what that's like. Y'all know what foreplay is like. It makes you feel good. So the proper food is setting you up for tonight's sleep. Okay? Y'all. And then when you get that, now just imagine, you done went to sleep, you done had everything like you're supposed to, you done got into the right state, and all of a sudden your body is really burning a lot of energy at that time. It's repairing you. It's taking care of the arteries and veins and that blood pressure and all that other stuff because you are doing it. And when it does that in the morning, it gets rid of the waste. You've had an excellent night. You wake up, you do one of these stuff. Oh, wait, that was some good rest. When last time you did that? You done rolled out of bed in pain. You done rolled out of bed telling myself, oh, I just need to lay down a little bit longer. Man, but I got to get up and go. And you get up and you go and you study breaking your body down. So
that's right.
Simplified foods stabilizes blood sugar, improves your sleep, make movement effective. That's the thing. All right. So food sets the signal, sleep does the repair, movement builds the strength.
Right. And we want you to know that you cannot outwork inflammation. More working out is not going to alleviate that. You can't outsleep a bad food diet. The way you're eating matters. And you can't heal in the chaos of all of this confusion. So
if you, go ahead. No, because I want y'all to know we have a Hey Sister Girl group. And I know it's like from the men and stuff like that, you might have to find someplace else to go because it is really for the women. Because don't get me started on the X and Y chromosome. That's why we got 2 uppercase X's and y'all got 1 uppercase X and that little bitty Y over there, because we are truly the dominant ones. Don't get me started, because that's a whole thing in itself. And let me tell you why, because I'm going on a whole tangent right now, because this is how excited I am. Every female on earth, I'm going to tell you why I know that we are the dominant ones. Nothing. Not a puppy, not a lion, tiger, bear, not a human, not even Jesus couldn't come to the earth without passing through us. That's how I know that I know. See, what was supposed to happen, and we didn't got out of order. What was supposed to happen? You know why y'all got all the muscles and stuff, men? Why you have those? Because you were supposed to lead and protect us, but we were the ones that's really in charge. Somewhere we didn't got all out of whack. We really, really have. So that's the reason why we have the Hey Sister Girl group. You better come in there and get empowered. You better come in there and get some knowledge. You better get you some good sleep. You better start eating right. We got menus in there. This breathing and all this stuff that I'm telling you about, like right now, my cortisol is through the roof. Because see, y'all see excitement. My insides doesn't know whether it's excitement, danger. It really, really doesn't. So the cortisol is up. I already know. But inside of the Hey Sister Girl group, I give the breathing techniques that you need to do to lower it. So when I get off this show, I'm going to tell you right now, my nighttime process, this is the last of the screen. Oh, it's a whole process. And then you turn around and say, I can't, no, I got to have my time with that. Look, this is going to be your next look. If you don't get it right.
All right.
On into the group, the Hey Sister Girl group. And then when you get in there, and if you say, okay, gee, I hear what you're saying, but this right here just seems like It might be a lot. Girl, we in there holding your hand. That's a whole, which side you on, girl? This side, this side.
Yeah.
That's a whole coach right there. Now, Robin is the one that does all of the counseling and sitting down with you, because I'm a little more blunt, and then you're going to ask me. That's the reason why Robin has her coaching, and she has CG coaching, and you can reach out to her at anywhere and get her.
Right.
And we have a private Marco Polo group that we go in and do our intentions. We do all of these different things. That's how much the way that we are living and eating means so much to us, that we did not keep it to ourselves. We partnered up, and we've been coming on what, 2-3 years now?
Yeah, on our way to the third year. Yeah.
Yes, that we've been doing this. So that means I haven't gotten scurvy. I ain't lost my mind. I've been eating meat almost 3 years now. Only meat. And then I'm finna leave it at this, and then Robert gonna take it out. Baby, yeah, because I told y'all I'm on the ship. The chef came out to see me tonight. This is my second night. I just got on this ship yesterday. So he cooked for me last night. He cooked for me tonight. He came to see me tonight. Guess what, y'all? He's starting this in the morning. He said, oh, I'm starting this first thing in the morning. He said, I tasted some of that stuff. He ain't taste my, I almost looked at him and said, you bit off my piece, but I know he didn't, my food. He said, he said, and it's good. I say, I know it is. He said, okay, now I'm going to be on here for 3 weeks. And I told him, so I'm here to hold your hand, answer any question. That's what we willing to do for y'all. We come on here every week. Every week. Take it away, Robin. You know,
So exactly
when you're ready.
Yeah, exactly what G is saying. You know, we have got so many options for you. We got everything from the free option to the full touch coaching session. So you got everything that you could possibly need, the level of hand holding that you want and need to support you as you transition away from a standard American diet. I'm the hand holder. I'm and I'm the, I'll help you. I'm gonna pat you on the back. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna coddle you a little bit if that's what you need. But you got G over here. She's gonna kick you in the butt, kick you in the pants, and tell you, come on, get up, get them 14,400 steps a day. So yeah, we are here. We're here. Like, could we be even more here? I don't think so. We're as here as we can be to support you, to teach you.
Anymore, I'll be at your house.
With you, right, to work with you and help you to make this transition to a proper way of eating, sleeping, and moving. All right, you guys, this has been Hey Sister Girl. We'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat station. We will see y'all.
That bat channel. Good night. Get in where you fit in. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.